How you doing, everybody? This is Jehoiadak Maccabeus Everyday Survival. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. I know I say that all the time. I have things I could complain about. Wouldn't do a daggum bit of good to complain about it, though. Complaining makes you weaker, in my opinion. It doesn't do you any good. If you want to talk to a friend, if you're bearing to bear each other's burdens type thing, anyway, that's a different story. I'm real thankful Jesus Christ is my Savior. I just want to start out saying that. I'm thankful for everything that the Lord God Almighty brings into my life. Everything. But I wanted to show off a few things that I've had going on. See where I'm going to start at. I guess I'll start with the Mora Knives. These are like from 2004, 5 time frame, somewhere around there. I ended up with about 10 of them back then, and I've handed them out as gifts to people. A couple of them sheaths are kind of dirty. I've used every one. I think I've used every one of them. But I didn't like the attachment on the back. It seemed like it was always popping off or something. It just, I didn't like that setup. So I made a belt loop for it. I cut the plastic piece off and then used Chicago screws. And this is a belt. I ordered it off eBay for like $8. You can get the longest one, I think was like 48 inches long. It's same price no matter what length you order, and I wasn't going to wear it, so I ordered it for projects. And the Chicago screws fit right through the holes. Bolted it on there. I love Chicago screws. A little bit pricey, but they do require a little bit of maintenance. You have to go through with your little screwdriver. They'll send you a little screwdriver with each box you buy. And just randomly, check the screws in them. I've only had a couple that ever come loose. For the most part, they stay in there. And I've got belt knives and stuff that I wear every day whenever I go out and stuff or anything I'm doing. This is one of them, and I've never had any of the Chicago screws work loose on it. That's an EG Waterman. I made the sheath for it. I've made almost all the sheaths for my EG Watermans because a lot of the times the sheaths that you get with them aren't the original sheath. And so I made all my own out of bootstrap leather. And they're ambidextrous. You can wear them on the left or the right. That's why I made the bottom square. And I made a little pouch on the back of this one out of some upholstery leather. It's got well, I'll show you the knife first. That's an EG Waterman from World War II. And in the little pouch, I put the pouch on the back instead of on the front like a lot of the pouches are. I sewed it all together with my my hand crank Amazon sewing machine I bought a couple years ago. Chicago screwed it on through the screws that were already existing. I bought this at an antique store for $4. My lighting's not real good in here. I like that bone on there. This is World War II. It was tagged as a Camillus, the sticker hanging on it, and it's not a Camillus unless they just didn't stamp it. I forget what it says. It's some kind of carbon steel. Part of it's wore off, so you can't see it. But other than the scratch marks and the bolsters, it's in real good shape. The scales aren't cracked. The blades aren't broke. It's got a spear point knife or blade, the old style can opener, bottle opener, Everything back then, it seemed like, had bottle openers on them. And the punch or awl for poking holes. It's in real good shape. Still got good snap in all the springs. Next, I've showed this sheath off before. I made this sheath when I got out of the hospital last year. It's the black nylon is like off of old I don't remember if it was a duffel bag or computer bag or something. It's pretty thick, and then the green canvas on the front is World War II canvas off of a back. It was the cover that went over the top of, I guess, the bedroll or something on an old World War II pack. And I'd made this for this Camillus, and I decided to change it up. I'm gonna make a leather sheath that's more original looking for the Camillus, I think. Hadn't decided yet. This is a Catteragus Cleaver. And originally the Catteragus Cleaver, the tang only went back that far. And it wasn't quite as wide as this handle is now, but it only went back so far. And I got this out of a junk pile. I don't know if the lighting's going to allow you to see it. Right there it says Catteragus. I cleaned the blade up. And this is part of a nylon belt. Duty belt, like for web gear and stuff. And epoxy, well, on the handle I cut out a piece of plate steel, and I made it so it fit all the way around that, so it's got a cutout spot, you know, and I've slid it into place and spot welded it all around, ground it down, then welded it up solid, smoothed it off, and then I made me some scales out of a olive drab duty belt, drilled some holes in it, put some Chicago screws in it for my pins. This is off of a piece of lawn furniture. The middle part, this was the webbing that went back and forth between the actual cushion and the metal frame. Pretty tough stuff, but it's elastic. I like it. I've got, I don't know, probably about 15 feet of it from where I took that thing apart. Sharpened her up. It fits this sheath pretty good. I like it. And then this other knife, I just added this on a couple days ago. Took another piece of the belt like I did with the Mora. Chicago screwed it to the sheath. And this is one of the mini K-bars. You can get them off of Amazon. They're just a little cheap knife. It's got a real good edge. It's good for skinning and stuff like that. Thought it'd be handy to have something like that with the cleaver. You know, if you was out and about and you only had this to work with. Nice to have something little that you could dress game with and do smaller projects with. If you was out, happen to live off the grid. It's one of my favorite sheaths. Then I used an acrylic marker to draw in the tiger striping on the green canvas. This was a gift. This is a fish knife from the 70s. If you can see that camouflage on there. I think the scales are plastic, and it's just a pocket fillet knife. It's got the my video cut off. It's got real good spring on it. Thank you to the person who sent that to me. I made a sheath. This was the cuff off of a old flannel frog skin shirt It was old, probably from the 60s or 70s, and it had a lot of holes in it, and so I cut some of the material off of it to try to square it up a little bit, and I'm going to end up just cutting it all up for material to projects. That's some of the pieces I cut off of it. But I epoxied it to just a piece of black nylon, like a sling, because this flannel will tear real easy, and it won't now with the nylon belt there. And then made a pouch out of some leather. It was just an old vest from like the hippie days. That's some of what's left of it. It had some stiff parts on it, and I mean, it wasn't nothing wrong with it, but it's not something really I'm going to wear. So over the years I've used the leather. Epoxied everything. I epoxied this together, and then put the black nylon belt with the frog skin camo around it. Cut me a belt loop. That's some really good old leather, and makes a real nice carry pouch for that knife. Put my fasteners and stuff on. Some of them fasteners you get off Amazon, some of them aren't worth a hoot. They will pop loose. I've had to do some modification on the whole process whenever I crimp them on to make them work and hold. Chinese stuff, you know. This one I just put together last night. There's another pouch. The same kind of leather that come off of that leather vest I just showed you with the frillies on it. This keeps shutting off because my memory's full. Used regular rivets, leather rivets that I've scavenged and salvaged over the years. There is no sewing on this one here or epoxy. Riveted all the way down through there. Took a piece of brass sheeting, folded it up, put it across the bottom, and crimped it down to seal the bottom. Cut me a couple of belt loops out of the bootstrap leather. They got solid rivets on them. This is another, just a scrap piece, kind of like the bootstrap leather. Inside of it, I've got this is a Boy Scout Ulster pocket knife. And one of the Japanese Hobo knives. Got really nice scales on them. That's actual deer horn, or horn. Both of these are. I think the Ulster is. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming from the age of it they used real scales back then. A lot of the new reproduction stuff that you find and see is not actual scales. And a new patch that I got. Got 3 crosses. Velcro's on. The crosses were silver when I got it, and I've got a olive drab acrylic marker. I went through and colored it. It's sort of like a paint marker. I'll sew that on something here someday. That's all I got. This is going to be a fairly long one. See who watches it all. Y'all stay safe and have a good day. God bless you.